start digging in your butt, Flynn?
What?
Hello.
Guys, who's back?
Back game.
Back game.
Welcome to Takes All Kinds podcast, episode 226. We're recording this on Friday, July 25th. You'll be hearing this on Monday, July 28th.
Friday for me.
Yeah, Friday for you, again, in beautiful, sunny LA.
Yeah.
I appreciate you not letting me into the Zoom call last week.
Yeah, where the fuck were you?
What the heck that was, but
We
didn't really
missed you
appreciate
last
that,
week,
brother.
dude. We
Yeah, I was
missed
sitting
you
in the-
last week. Where were you?
I was sitting in the lobby waiting for you to let me in, and I was ready to go, but it said like the host wasn't in there, and then it said like it was like two others waiting to join, and then it just like then it went down to zero, and it was just me. Like host is alerted that you're there, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about. You were a no-show, and I had the worst. The worst
You
week
have a hard
of my
time.
life. I had the worst.
Yeah, no,
the
I
worst
did
week
end
of
up
my
listening
life.
to that episode. It was strange because you sent me like a text, me like, "Hey, post this on Monday," and I was like, "I'm like, all right, that's
You
cool."
were a no-show. What was I supposed to do?
Fuck!
Yeah, I had to make do. And I still never got a guest host. So
That's a shame.
next
man.
time you're a no-show, I am royally fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do next time I have to do something like that. So don't do that to me again, dude.
Sorry.
Toughest week of my life. Hardest thing I've ever had to do. Ever. But we're here now. Let's just put it all, let's just put it all behind us. We're here. We're doing the show. We got a lot to get through. A lot of great stuff because, it's been 2 weeks since we talked. So things are just piling up. Guys, first off,
Carson's a rage monster,
Big-
fellas. Everybody, fellas, women, gentlemen,
everybody
ladies,
in between.
gals, guys. Carson's a rage monster. He just gets off on seeing me get upset.
I've been juicing. Been drinking a lot of juice. Been going to Erewhon every day. Getting the Haley.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's
Been getting the Bailey Beamer smoothie.
The baby bean cookie.
The Haley Bieber cookie.
The baby bean cookie.
I've been getting the baby Bieber cookie every day from
The baby
Erewhon.
bean cookie.
That's right. Every day you go to Erewhon and I order that. They go, "How long to Erewhon? What can I get you?" And I say, "Yeah, like Bailey Beamer, mommy."
That's how everybody in LA talks to me.
To you? Well, they don't talk to you. And I made sure of that. Guys, big announcement. For real. No jokes. We're putting the jokes aside for 1 minute. Can you give me 1 minute? This will be the last episode that releases on a Monday.
On Mondays.
I know we just changed the schedule. Last year we were doing Fridays, and then this year we're sticking with Mondays. But I have 2 shows that I produce that both release on Monday. So not that we're competing, because there's no competition. We're right neck and neck. We're like a bean in an ocean.
Price, to be sure, but a welcome one.
But it's just there's ends up being a lot of stuff to do on Sunday, and I was like, oh, this would free up a day if we pushed it to Tuesday. So starting next week, August 5th, Tuesday, August 5th will be the first episode that releases on a Tuesday, going forward until we have to change it again, which hopefully we won't for a long time. Holy shit, that was loud. But yes, Tuesdays is when you're going to get your It Takes All Kinds Phil. Not Phil McGraven, who's sitting in front of me, but Phil, as in fill your ears with our sounds. So that'll be a little thing, because I feel there's no shows I know of that release on a Tuesday, so we're cornering the market. Our show is gonna explode because we release on Tuesday.
Sounds good.
So there you go, folks. But what are we talking about today? We're moving on from that.
Carson, what do we got on the docket today, buddy?
Well, Gavin, I went to a little movie screening that I want to talk about at the now disgraced Paramount lot. Now disgraced Paramount Studios.
The canceled Paramount Studios.
Which I will happily dig into.
Start digging in your butt, Twin.
What?
It's still really funny. We got some celebrity news to catch up on. I guess you would say. I was going to say gossip, but one of those things is definitely not a gossip thing. I want to talk about, what are you writing? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, we got a lot of RIPs to give out today. Some of them more genuine than others. What is he going to write down there? Okay. Oh, I don't, they're going to spell his name as Cuck. Hold on. Oh, no, I can't edit in here. Never mind. Some celebrity news to catch up on. A lot of rips. I want to talk about this Annabelle doll story. Straight up sounds right out of a horror movie. Chuck E. Cheese was arrested this week. Might have a thought of the week that we'll get to. Star Wars trivia, of course. Maybe a Carson Cinema Corner. Again, we're going to hit the big topics and whatever else we have time for, we're going to get to. Oh, I just hated that. First off, though, Gavin, how are you doing? And I'm assuming you're going to say good because I sent you a little care package, didn't I?
Yeah.
You're like my little pay pig. I give Gavin little treats every once in a while when he's being good.
Yeah. When I'm performing to expectations and Carson starts laying the law down and I follow directions correctly.
Which is interesting because
all the time.
If last week happened the week before, you would have not gotten that gift.
I know.
Because I was pissed last week.
And it's funny because I whenever I got in the mail, it was like, oh, I forgot. I was like, who sent me mail?
I was supposed to tell you that I shipped it and I forgot.
And then you were also supposed to tell me to wait till now to open it, right?
Yeah, I was also going to do that too. But I was like, I kept debating if that's why I never texted you and said I shipped it. Because I was like, should I tell him to wait? And then I was like I don't want to have to wait that long. Yada, yada, whatever. So I sent Gavin something. He got it. I thought you were going to bring it in on like a mannequin. Show the folks at home. There it is. His very own Brain Dead Turnstile Never Enough collaboration t-shirt. Very limited. They released it on the day the album came out because after I went to the screening of the album, there was like a visual screening of the album.
Which they will also be releasing majorly, visually,
nice,
this week. I think on Monday.
Just like on a website or something.
I don't know.
That'd be cool. I was like leaving the movie and like Brain Dead had just posted like stop by starting tonight to get this shirt, and I was like, it was like a Thursday, and I was like, I really don't want to fucking go drive all the way to Hollywood at 10 p.m. on a Thursday. I got to work tomorrow. And so I didn't go. And then days go by. I didn't go. And I told Gavin about it. I sent it to him and he was like, holy shit, that's amazing. If you go, get me one. And I was like, I definitely will. Oh, but then I was like, I would, but they were like limited one per person. So I was like, I'll see what I can do. But if I'm going, I'm getting one for myself. I don't care how selfish that sounds. But so I went there, so that went by, and I was like, by the time I was finally gonna go stop by there, I was like, it's probably too late. They're probably gone. Then Sound and Fury Festival comes around, which is a big hardcore festival here. I did not go to it. I would have liked to, but the thought of being at an outdoor concert all day sounds like hell.
In LA.
Hell on earth to me.
They call it
Hell A, that's what they call it. I love concerts. I love hardcore, but man, I don't want to stand outside in the sun for 12 hours. So I didn't go, but in celebration of that, they were doing a bunch of more screenings of the visual album, and they did a limited restock of the shirt. This is the company Brain Dead, by the way. I know I mentioned that, but I'll say it again. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to have time this weekend. I'm going to stop by there, see if I can get one. I got there. I saw it hanging up. And I was like, can I get 2 of those? And they were like, we only have 2 left. And they're like, they're both mediums. And I was like, well, I'm not getting one, which is fine. And I was like, they're like, do you want to buy both? And I was like, no, I'll just buy one of them. I'm not going to be selfish. I'll let someone else get the last one. Because I was like, I could flip it online. But I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm out of that game. So I bought it. And I was like, Gavin, what's your address? I'm sending you something special. So it wasn't that I wasn't going to get you one, but if it was limited one and they had my size, sorry, but I was getting it. There's Gavin's address.
Yep,
But thankfully for you, they didn't have my size. So now you get one. Now you have something I don't. And I would really like one. We'll see if they do another stuff.
Well, I appreciate it. I was,
of course.
Whenever I opened it, I was like, what? I'm like, is this a t-shirt? And then I was like, no way it's the t-shirt. There's no way it's the t-shirt. And then I was like, oh, it is it's the t-shirt. And I remember texting you being like, no way.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like that's nuts.
I was in the middle of a recording and I just see these texts and I'm like, what is he talking about? And then I was like,
no way.
I was like, oh shit, I forgot I said that to him. But
Exactly. I was like, who sent me a package? So yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course, man.
It's wonderful. That's a great gift, man. I had to explain it to a couple people because I was like, oh, it's my favorite band. And they're like, I've never heard of them.
They're
I'm like,
cool.
I'm like, yeah, exactly. They're like an alternative hardcore band, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, they're not really like that hardcore anymore, but like,
yeah,
they started.
They still got their roots. They still play their hardcore stuff.
Oh, for sure. For sure they do.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure. So
very much in the hardcore community. That's for sure.
Uplifting other hardcore artists.
Yeah, big time. Big time. I was gonna say, your brother even likes them now. I don't know if you saw his reel today, but he put Blackout as the song.
Oh yeah.
He kept singing it. We were on Discord last night, nerd, and he kept singing it, and I was just like, "Are you singing Turnstile right now?" I was like, "Do you listen to them?" And he's like, "Yeah, a little bit." And I was like, "I didn't know that." And then he was like editing this reel while we were on Discord, nerd, and I was like, "Oh, you should totally put that as the song." And he's like, "Maybe I will." And they did. So I was like, "There you go. You gotta spread the good word." And this is it. This is Turnstile. Play it.
This is the Nerd Radar.
See, it's not quite hardcore anymore, but
It's pretty close to one of their songs. I'm not gonna lie, but
it is Underwater Boy.
yeah. I mean, that's great. I think I did show him whenever he came to St. Louis.
We've showed him like a long time ago.
I've showed him a while ago, yeah. But I showed him like the new singles that they had, like whenever he was in town. I'm like, here's the new singles.
Oh yeah, because that would have came out around that time.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he was like, oh, okay, cool. I like these.
But they're not as good as.
No, they're not as good as the 2021 album, but you know,
they're not bad. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not a hater.
So good though.
I'm recommending the album on office hours because I'm supporting. I want to support that band, and I love what they're doing. Okay. How have you been?
About the shirt.
I bought the shirt.
And you don't even own it.
And I want the shirt. I do want the shirt, but they didn't have my size. Okay.
It's gonna be your grail.
You know what I did get though that I thought was sick, and you're not gonna know what I'm talking about. They gave me a they were like, after I bought the shirt, they were putting it in a bag, and they're putting it in a tote bag, and I was like, hell yeah, because I use tote bags at the grocery store because I'm not a piece of shit.
Like a true lib.
Like a true lib. I get thanked a lot for doing that by workers. Actually, I get thanked by the same worker at Walmart every time I go there, which isn't as often anymore, but he forgets that he's thanked me before, so we have the same conversation every time.
Was he just like, thank you for not like using plastic bags?
It starts as that, and then it becomes this very like droning, like, well, you know, one day they're in this Walmart lot's gonna be a landfill. And it's just like, and I'm like, yeah, man, I totally agree. Like, and the whole time
this
I'm
world
like,
is a shithole, isn't it?
I was like, we've had this conversation verbatim. He's a really nice guy, but he's one of these like, been living in LA forever, just
Like dead inside.
dead inside, millennial liberal, very liberal, but millennial liberal guy.
That's how he feels on the inside.
Yeah, it's not easy to talk to. Nice guy, not easy to talk to. But they were putting it in a tote bag, and I was like, oh, they're gonna give me a free tote bag because you usually got to pay extra for that. And it was a Mubi tote bag. Do you know the company Mubi? Mubi? See, I knew you were gonna fucking know it. I'm done.
Was this some LA based bullshit?
No, it's a fucking movie company. Production company.
It's called Mubi.
It's called Mubi. They also have a streaming
okay.
service. It's where I believe
Mubi.
is that where
Mubi.
did
Movie
they release, I haven't seen the movie, so I'm blanking on the name of it. Let's do Mubi movies. The Substance. They released The Substance
That's right.
last year, which I still have not seen yet. I really want to though. But they're on the rise as far as
So you have a
small.
movie
They're
cat?
like the new A20. They're kind of like becoming the new A24.
Yeah, based off their
like-
website, it definitely looks like it.
Yeah, like Neon is the new A24, and then Mubi's like creeping up. Mubi's like going to be the new Neon, and they're going to be the new A24. It's kind of what they're looking at right now.
What the forecast is.
That's what the forecast. Yeah, that's the
for
10-day
those-
forecast.
So for those forecasting in the LA studio experience, it's going to be a lot of movie.
It's gonna be a lot of movies. But they gave me and it's such a cool tote bag. I wish it's in my car, otherwise I would show you. But I was like, so I ended up getting something out of it. So, because if I didn't, I'd be like, I get you fucking.
You always have to get something out of like a transactional thing between friendships.
I
like
do.
it's like you're like, what am I gonna get out of this?
What do
Like
I
I'm
get
gonna
out of
give
this?
Gavin this shirt, but like I've got to get something too.
I gotta get something out of this. I told the guy.
God
that.
forbid I make someone a little bit happy during the day.
no.
And if I don't get anything, I'm fucked.
I don't care about other people's happiness. I only care about my own. So I
Exactly.
told the
As you
guy
should.
he was gonna give me the shirt, and I was like, I bought the shirt
that
for
it?
someone else. I'm not getting anything out of this shirt. Do I get anything out of this? It's not mine. The shirt's not for me.
He
What do
was
I
putting it in the
get?
bag, and you're like, is that it?
That's it. No like stickers or
Nothing.
no freebies. Came all the way over here. Took me like 20 minutes.
You know how far this is for me?
I had to find parking.
I usually don't go outside my 1x1 block.
no. I live in a
I
cell.
have a Walmart across the street.
Got a Walmart nearby. But do I get anything out of this?
No.
Nothing. But I was happy about that.
So on the topic of everything being purely transactional for Carson,
Of course. Let's go into another thing that was purely transactional. My good buddy Paul Scheer, who I work for, and I'm like, what do I get out of this? I was kidding. No, my good buddy Paul Scheer invited me to a very early access screening of, drumroll please, the new Naked Gun film with Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson. Oh shit, he's next? He's not that old. And that happened last Monday? Yeah, last Monday, I think. And it was at the now disgraced Paramount Studios, as I mentioned. And if you
it's crazy how in a literal like week.
and it was well, I mean, they were
steep.
already like kind of like
In hot water.
and if you were in the know, you were kind of like, fuck this company, because that was
man.
like right after they paid Trump $16 million, literally just so they could get the sale of Paramount passed through, which is we're now seeing it literally just like yesterday, like is getting the process of being passed through for the sale. And so that was kind of already happening, but it was like, if you knew, you knew. It wasn't like that big of a deal. And then like 2 days after that screening, the Colbert thing happened. And then everybody's like, fuck Paramount. And it's so comical. And like none of this really matters to me, what I'm about to say. Not that the Colbert thing doesn't matter or the Trump thing doesn't matter. It obviously does, and it's obviously like fucked up.
But again, he's purely transactional.
Purely transactional, and this will really sound transactional. But I was waiting on, or I had like waited a few days to ask one of my friends who was there. I was like, "Oh, could you send me like those pictures that your girlfriend took of us? Because we did this thing I'll talk about in a second." I was like, I want to post them on my Instagram. And so he sent them to me and I was like, oh, these are great. I'm going to like post them. Wasn't able to post them that day. And then like that night is when the Colbert thing happened. So I'm like, I guess I won't post those. Which I was like,
here's a picture with my best friend Hitler.
Yeah. I was like, fuck. I was like my first like cool LA like thing. Yeah. That I went to because of an invite with all these famous people who have way more money than I do. And I can't even fucking brag about it because I'm going to look like a dick. And again, like obviously that doesn't fucking, I don't actually care that I couldn't post it. I mean, it was like a little bit of a bummer, but like it's in the grand scheme of things, it's not that important.
Yeah. Carson, like I said,
that's all I could think about. I was like, Jesus,
like, where's the clout?
I went to this and I'm like, what do I get out of this?
Yeah, where's the clout?
Where's my clout? So I'm gonna be really hush hush when I talk about it now, because we don't like Paramount. Okay, guys, I don't endorse them. But I got there, and this is my first time being at a movie studio too, which is really cool. And that was really interesting because you just drive up. And there's a guy at the gate, and this is really funny. I can't remember if I told you this or not. I think I did. I did. Oh, yeah. Did? But I drove up, and there was like a bunch of cars in front of me, and the security guard, and there was like two other people in there, who were like Paramount people, handlers, celebrity handlers.
They had earpieces,
and he goes,
and they're like, "He's here.
He's here." That's what they said, and they're like, "Turn around." And they were like. And he was like, what's your name? And he's like really nice. He's like super nice. He's like, what's your name? And I was
very
like,
cordial.
I was like, Carson. And they're like, okay, let's look you up. And they're looking me up. And they're like, and then he's giving me eye contact this whole time whenever he asked me that. They're looking my name up. And then when they're like, we got him. And then, or I hear them go, General. And he doesn't even look at me anymore. He just looks up and he goes, General parking over there. And I was like, okay. I obviously wasn't the person they were hoping for. Yeah. So I'll go park over here.
They're like, this Carson guy, is this famous or no?
Is he famous? Is he anybody?
They're like, you go over there.
You park over there. And that's the interesting part too, because then I go over to find parking. I wasn't late. You
certainly weren't early though.
No, I wasn't early. The happy hour started at 7 and I got there at like 7:15.
Okay.
But the lot to this invite only thing was already full. And so I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find parking here. I was like, why would you overbook this and not have the room for parking? Which they did. They had other lots, but they were like, wanted us in this lot. And so I'm like pulling up, and then like, thankfully this guy like gets out of his car, and there were like probably like 10 spots that had cones in front of them, like way in the back, which was weird, that I guess they were saving. And this guy like just picks up the cones and just like moves them over. And then he kind of just like shrugs. And I'm like, okay, that's where I'm parking. And so we just made up a parking spot. I was like, what are they going to give me a ticket?
Yeah, you have to pay the Paramount parking fee.
I had to pay Paramount $16 million for it. But yeah, it was really crazy to be there. And there were, again, tons of celebrities, many of which I didn't know, but many of which I did know, including the big man of the night, Mr. Bill Nye, the science guy. I walked in and like saw people, and then I saw Wes, my friend who produces Dark Web, the Paul Scheer, Rob Hebel show. And we were talking, and he was like, Bill Nye's here. Because he was like a big Bill Nye fan. And I was like, really? It's like, why is he here? That's all I could think. Is I'm like, is he in the movie? Like, I guess we'll find out, which by the way, he isn't, spoiler. Which, by the way, I didn't sign any NDAs, so I could technically tell you the whole movie right now, and it is not out until next Friday.
Technically,
So ask me anything you want to know.
I mean, I think one of the things is that like if whoever put you on the guest list would be responsible for your actions.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, exactly. Which therefore I will not be spoiling anything. But nothing was ever mentioned. They were like,
yeah, that's strange.
They wanted you to talk
go
about.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, they were literally like on the screen before the movie started, like, post about it and tag us in it. Like, tell people what you thought of it. So I guess they're encouraging it. I don't know. But Bill Nye was there, which is crazy. Seth MacFarlane, who produced the movie, was there. He came out and talked before it, and he was very funny.
Would you say he's like a bit of a family guy?
I saw him and I said, "Family Guy."
Yeah, Family Guy.
It's like Family Guy, and he's like,
I love your clips on TikTok, bro.
Bro, I saw your TikToks. Other, I guess, notable people, Stavros I saw, which is notable because, as we mentioned a month ago or so, somebody said I look like Stavros if he took Rogaine, so that was important. There's a part of me that was like, if I had known him or known someone who knew him, I would have gone up and said that to him. Because then I think he would have gotten a laugh out of that. And then I would have wanted to take a picture with him. But I didn't. Tim Baltz.
And that was your only opportunity. You're never going to get one again.
Never. Tim Baltz from Righteous Gemstones is there, which is cool because I'm a big fan of that show. A bunch of other people. But I walked in to the theater and I didn't even realize that we had assigned seats. And so like we all like split up and they like everybody who I was with was like seated. They like seated them in the back. But I think because I was solo, they were like, oh, we can just like filler this guy. So I sit down and then these two handlers come in and they're like, okay, you're going to sit over here. You're going to sit over here. And I'm like, oh, fuck, Bill Nye's sitting right in front of me. And I was like, this is crazy. Like literally right in front of me. I'm like, I am watching a movie with Bill Nye right now.
I think I remember you texted us about it. Because,
yeah, immediately as soon as I realized it, I was like, I gotta tell somebody.
Yeah, let me find that. And then I was like, I think we said like Pixar didn't happen.
Yeah. And then I like had to I had to do one of these where I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not taking
And it's very obvious. It's a really great picture.
Yeah, and it's just the
back of his head. It is. He does have a pretty what's the word?
Indistinguishable or distinct? Yeah.
No, distinguishable. Distinct.
Yeah, like it sticks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna. I wanted to talk to him after, and I was just like, I don't know. I don't want to bug him.
Yeah, because he was like, he came to this movie to watch the movie.
Yeah, but it was also like people were going up and talking to him, so I'm sure it would have been fine. And like, I could have talked to him about disc golf, but because he's a big disc golfer, that's not even a joke. But whatever, I didn't. I was just like, whatever. I fucking saw a movie with Bill Nye. That's enough.
That's cool enough.
But I sat down, and the two people sitting next to me were talking to someone when I sat down. And
if you know people, like if you know the names of these people, you're going to be like, how did you not recognize this person?
Yeah. Well, so they were.
It's continue on, but
no,
it is one
fine.
of those, like, you can tell, like, this person that he's about to mention has a very distinct voice, and she is known for it.
Well, she wasn't talking so much. It was mostly her husband.
Her husband, okay.
But she was talking too, but I think her husband was talking a little bit more. I also wasn't really like, I wasn't.
Sorry, continue. Sorry.
I wasn't trying. No, you're fine. I wasn't like, I wasn't consciously like thinking
about it.
Yeah. But they were talking to Kumail Nanjiani, who was also there, which is cool. Office hours guest. I didn't get it. Unfortunately, was not there that day, so I didn't get to meet him. But they were talking to him, and I was like, okay, these people next to me must be somebody. Or they maybe weren't. I don't know. You don't have to know a famous person and be somebody.
To talk to him. Yeah, to be nice to him and know him like a people.
But most of the people at the screening are people of note. Besides,
in some capacity.
In some sort of capacity, or they know somebody of note. But anyways, they were talking to him, and they got done talking, and the husband who I was sitting next to turns to me. He's like, "Hey, I'm Rich. Nice to meet you." I was like, "Hey, nice to meet you." And then his wife was like, "Oh, I'm Kristen. It's great, great to meet you." And just like very nice, like very un-LA like. First of all, which I was like, "Oh, that was cool." Like nobody does that around here.
Yeah. Like
that was really cool that they did that.
they
like,
would
very
just
nice.
normally probably just stare at you like with like,
yeah.
And they'd be like, get
or nothing, because the people who sat next to me, like, they sat down and they didn't say nothing. They didn't even. I like kind of, because it was right after they had said hi to me, so I was like, should I say hi to these people? I was like, is this a thing we're doing? But those people didn't, so I don't know who those people were. But when I did that, my friend Steven, who's the editor on Dark Web, and his wife walked by, and like kind of like did one of those like eye things at me, and I didn't clock anything going on. Come to find out, after the movie gets over, I come out and Steven was like, did you realize you were sitting next to Kristen Schaal? And I was like, no. And I was like, where was she sitting next to me? And it coming to find out, it was Kristen Schaal and her husband that were sitting next to me that said hi to me. And I knew Kristen Schaal's name, but I didn't know what she looked like or sounded like. And then when I told Gavin, he was like, how did you not know? Because she is like the voice in everything.
It is. Like, she is in a lot of things.
Bob's Burgers,
Bob's Burgers, Gravity Falls.
Bunch of
those
stuff.
are the two big things that like I think people are probably watch the most.
But she's a big name.
A ton of things, yes.
She's a big name though.
And I think one of the only reasons why I even know the name and even recognize her is because like there was a point in time where I was like, voice acting would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so it was like, I think she may have been interviewed for there was like a Netflix documentary about it. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah.
And she, again, I mean, even in that little interaction where she didn't even know who I was and they said hi to me was very nice. Very nice and very cool. And she seems like a really nice person. But yeah, that was just strange. I also forgot to mention before the movie, I ran into another friend and another person whose show I produced. Tom Sharpling was also there, and I went up to him and hugged him and said hi. And he said something very funny because they had free candy and snacks out. And he had a box, I think he had a box of Raisinets with him. And he's like, he pulled me in and he's like, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to give you a little secret about these Hollywood things. He's like, you get as much free stuff as you can. You take everything you can. He's like, we should go in there and take the tablecloth up and just carry it like a sack and take all the candy and leave. I was like, that's the best idea I've ever heard. So that was very funny. But yeah, it was really crazy and cool to go there. Thank you, Paul. I know you're not listening, but thank you.
Following the show, you did get.
What's that?
Following the movie, you did get, a little interview.
Oh yes, yeah. So we were leaving, and before
you guys were ready to go.
We wanted to get out of there. I was
Get
like,
me
Bill,
the hell off this lot.
You will not believe what Bill Nye just said to me in the bathroom.
What a prick.
He said, wow, I've never seen someone with a
hog like that.
Wow, is that small?
Is that flaccid or?
Bill Nye didn't say that. I'm not going to spread this. No, Bill Nye didn't say that. Is that flaccid? But we were leaving, and before the movie started, there was like a red carpet thing out in the quad or wherever it was. And like some of the stars of the movie were out there, and Seth MacFarlane was there, and Akiva Schaffer, the director, were all there taking pictures. And then after, there was like less people there. And I don't really know what happened, but I think that like Steven and Wes and them wanted to go take pictures on the red carpet because there was like a big Liam Neeson like cardboard cutout thing. And
was Liam Neeson there?
No, that would have been cool. Because it wasn't, I keep wanting to call it a premiere, but it wasn't a premiere. It was like even earlier than the premiere was, because the premiere just happened. So I don't know. It was I don't know the full context of why the screening
like
happened, but I mean, it was cool. But so they went up and asked them, and then like they were talking for a while, and I didn't hear what they were talking about. And all of a sudden they walk over and they're like, "You guys want to do it?" And they're like, "Yeah." And Steven goes like, "Carson, you're going to do it too." And I was like, do what? And then we walked over and then they just hand us these forms and I'm just like signing my name. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm signing.
You could have helped pay for Donald Trump's bills, dude.
I didn't give him any money, but I guess you're right. I don't know. So I don't know what I signed. I didn't read anything. I forgot to write my age down or something. They made me do that. But so then I ended up finding out that they were like shooting like little reaction things from like people who saw the movie, whoever wanted to come up and like talk about it. They had like a questionnaire that they would ask you. And so all three of us went up at the same time and we did a questionnaire. So if you see any promotional material with my face in it, let me know. 'Cause it was very fun and we were trying to be funny and stupid and I was trying to be funny and stupid and say dumb things. I threatened anybody. This is the one thing that I hope that if they do use any of that promotional material, they use this one moment where I point to the camera and I threaten whoever's watching this that they need to go watch this now, or I'm gonna come find them. Because that was my big moment. That was my big shiny moment. That was it.
Break.
Enough that apologies if that came off as bragging, but it was just an exciting thing that was cool. Oh yeah, and the movie's great too, by the way. I guess I should mention that.
Yeah,
go out and see it.
Should I go see it?
Everybody should go see it, or I'll come find you and all.
Was it good though? Like, did you actually enjoy it, or are you telling me to go see it? Okay.
100%. I enjoyed the movie.
Does it have like the same vibe as the old Naked Gun movies?
Yes, it's an updated version of that, and personally, I would say it's not as good, but obviously it's it's hard to
replace Leslie Nielsen.
Nestle Crunch.
Leslie Nielsen.
Is it still great though, and still hold up against it? Of course, it was great. It was so much fun. It's fun to see Liam Neeson in that kind of role. Pamela Anderson's great. It is Pamela Anderson, right? I keep saying that, and now I'm like second guessing myself for some reason. Yes, it is Pamela Anderson. She's great in it. There's a lot of really funny jokes in it, and it's just like wall-to-wall stupidity as Naked Gun is.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
They don't.
Now they do in this case.
Now they do. But yeah, everybody should go see it August 1st, Friday. This is not a promotional material for Paramount. I will not be doing any more. No more red carpet interviews, guys.
Enough.
Okay. I think I've done enough. I gave you what you wanted. Okay. Anyways, very fun. Very good movie. Everybody go see it. Have you even seen the original Naked Gun?
No.
We should watch that.
We should watch those.
I was going to watch it before and I completely forgot to. But I would love to watch that again.
You forgot a lot of stuff, man.
You know what came out this week and I'm so excited to watch it? Not in the theater. Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh.
That's the response I was expecting. And I watched, speaking of watching...
I've seen some clips. That looks terrible.
Well, I'll find out. I'm watching it. I'll probably watch it tomorrow because it's getting late. But in preparation, speaking of watching things before they come out, I rewatched Happy Gilmore for the first time in a long time. And god damn it, I love that movie, Gavin.
It's so dumb. I fucking hate that movie.
That's the point, though. It's supposed to be dumb. It's not supposed to... It's not... take it seriously. It's supposed to be dumb. I love it. I loved it even more. I forgot how much I love that movie. It's so fun. Just saying. So I'm excited to watch the second one, even if it isn't good.
I've seen some clips of it, and it is like, it's shot like a modern movie, and it just I don't know, man. Tell me what you think after you see it.
I will. I'll let you know. Unless you want to watch it with me.
No, I'm not watching this shit.
That's fine.
I already watched like one of the Adam Sandler comedy movies from Netflix. I'm good.
Okay. Which one did you watch? Unfrosted? No, that was Jerry Seinfeld.
It was like the one there. It's like they committed an international crime on like a boat. It was basically like,
Oh, those, yeah, like Hubie Halloween and
yeah, it's just bullshit.
all that stuff. All that kind of stuff. Hey, let's we're talking too positively. Let's be a downer for a second. I want to give a big rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne, a genuine rest in peace to the man. So crazy that happened so quickly after the Black Sabbath reunion
Yeah, I think
show.
it was just as everybody was able to get over the Black Sabbath
Yeah.
having it all done.
Have the like
They
Sabbath.
did the right throw and like they did everything I'm sure a lot of people were fulfilled by having Ozzy Smith there.
Ozzy Smith doing backflips. Yeah, just crazy that happened, and big rest in peace to the man. Yeah, it was weird though. Everybody was like celebrating Black Sabbath and going crazy about it. We were talking about it, and then it's like, oh, that's like, because I watched like a lot of interviews with people, with like some of the bands, the musicians who played there, and they're all like, this isn't the end. It's just like, it's just a send off for this great band, but it's not the end. And now it's like, now it actually is the end. And what and fucking what a way to go off for the man.
What literally went out on his own terms.
Exactly. Did what they were like, can't perform anymore. He's like, fuck you, I'm gonna do it. And he did it to the best of his ability, and what a way to go out. Fucking legend.
And did anybody bite his head off?
Well, I'll see what Sharon did. Somebody talked to Sharon.
The Prince of Darkness.
The Princess of Darkness.
A big fuck you. Rest in pieces, you piece of shit, Hulk Hogan.
Rest in piss to the Hulkster.
Rest in peace. Rest in piss to Chuck Hogan.
Chuck Hogan.
And then rest in peace to the jazz legend Chuck Mangione.
Yeah, actual rest in peace to Chuck Mangione.
Actual rest in peace to Chuck Mangione.
But rest in piss to the Hulkster.
Yeah. Rest in piss, Hulk.
It was so funny because we right before office hours started yesterday, we found out the Hulkster died, and that was really funny. Then during the break, we found out Chuck Mangione died, which is funny because Doug and Vic have their band, Dick Poundenberger, which they've only done one performance, and the performance they did was "Feel So Good" by Chuck Mangione. So it was like it was a very strange day on Thursday, to say the least. Speaking of celebrities, though, Gavin, Stevie Wonder says he is blind. I know. I couldn't believe it when I heard this. No, this was just a stupid news article that kept going around last week.
I did see how many. There were so many articles. Like I think Variety, who was it?
Rolling Stone.
Yeah, Rolling Stone, and then like Complex posted about it, and it was like, this is ridiculous, guys.
Yeah,
but it's truly, honest to God, because people are fucking conspiracy theorists about everything.
Yes, and that's it. He went on stage. Actually, I watched the clip. We don't need to watch it because it's very heartfelt.
Just Stevie Wonder saying that he's blind.
Yeah, and it's actually like really heartfelt because he kind of like sets it up as a joke where he's like, I'm finally here to tell you the truth. And then he's like, about these rumors. And then he's like, no, really, I am blind. You guys know that. And kind of like tells this whole like beautiful story of like what he wanted to do with that. And like, it was really beautiful. It was actually really beautiful. But then everybody's like, Stevie Wonder is blind, you guys. Did you not know that? And it's like, great. You're going to give the conspiracy theorists more fuel. Well, this fucking
they posted them all the same day, all around the same time. It's kind of weird that they're having this big old campaign to say that Stevie Wonder's blind.
Kind of strange, if you ask me. But I thought it was a big deal. I'm glad to finally know
that that's
blind.
Cleared up. I was really worried.
I had wondered it. I had wondered it myself.
You'd almost Stevie Wondered it.
I Stevie Wondered it myself, and I found out. Gavin, have you ever seen the Conjuring movies? No, you haven't.
You can answer that question for me. That is correct. I've seen Insidious.
Oh, I have never seen Insidious.
I've seen Insidious. I've seen Hereditary.
Not
I've
related to
seen
Conjuring.
Scream 6 or some shit.
What?
The one that you took me to.
Oh yeah, we did go.
The one that you took me to.
So bad.
So bad.
I tried to block that out. I tried to.
Yeah. Trying to think of other horror movies. I think the original. No.
Okay, well you didn't. You haven't seen any of the Conjuring. You haven't seen the Annabelle movies or anything like that.
No. Or The Exorcist. I read The Exorcist.
Exorcist is very good. I would rewatch that.
The
again.
book is really good. The book is very good. It reads like a play. It's
Ooh,
really great.
I should read the book.
It is like it clips along.
God
and
damn
it's
it.
literally-
Can you set up an audiobook thing for me so I don't have to?
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. Actually, I think I can add you to my family.
Aw, thanks.
Something.
I'll
I can
be
add you. I
Carson
can give you my
McRaven.
login for the Amazon because I do pay for like Amazon. Do pay for Amazon like Kindle stuff. So
Listen, if that works, I might be into that. Because I just need to, every time I'm like going on a road trip, like I'm in the car and I'm like, fuck, I should have figured out the audiobook thing. Because
Yeah,
I
I
just
gotcha.
need to do it. And every time I'm like, I don't know.
for legal reasons, Amazon, I'm not doing that. I'm going
No.
to show him how to log into Amazon and
I don't
with a
know how to
completely
log into
different account.
Amazon.
With a completely different account.
Yeah, but I don't know how to. I've never heard of Amazon, never used it. So Gavin's going to teach me. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay, so the Annabelle doll. So the Conjuring movies, I've seen all of them.
There's 3, 4,
Yes.
5.
I think there's 3 or 4, and then there's a new one coming out. Let's find out. Or you'll find out. You tell me while I talk.
There's The Conjuring, Conjuring 2, Conjuring the Devil Made Me Do It, and The Conjuring Last Rites.
That's the new one. That's coming
That's the
out
new
in
one.
September, which I didn't know. was
And then there's
coming
also Annabelle in there somewhere.
out. Yeah, and then there's like
Annabelle
how many
is, it's like The
Annabelles?
Conjuring. Well, I'll give you the
Okay,
actual
here we go.
order. Google's stupid now.
Really?
The Conjuring 2013, Annabelle 2014, Conjuring 2 2016, Annabelle Creation 2017, The Nun 2018, Annabelle Comes Home 2019, The Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It 2021, The Nun 2, and then yeah,
Okay, so I don't know how many.
and then The Conjuring Last Rites.
Which one is The Conjuring 2? Is the Nun in The Conjuring 2? Yes. So yeah, they had 2 really successful movies that they did spin-offs with. So the first Conjuring, the Annabelle doll is in that. It's like that's the first story. And then that did so well that they did the spin-off of that. Then The Conjuring 2 is like the villain in that is the nun, which then that did well, so they made nun movies. And then the
It's like
third
the
one,
Nun. It's like the Annabelle universe.
yeah. And then the third one didn't do so well. I liked it though. I thought it was fun. That was the first Conjuring movie I had an interest in seeing because the trailer was so cool. But then the movie was kind of like, pretty good. I like those movies though. They're really scary. Like I think one of these like most terrifying jump scares happens in the first Conjuring movie. Okay. And it's so simple. It's like, it gives me goosebumps even talking about it. The guy who's playing Ed Warren, like, is looking in a mirror, and then he just like kind of moves his head to the side to like look at the side of his face. And this fucking like bright red mask creature is like right behind him. It's so scary. It's the coolest.
Insidious did something very similar to that too.
Yeah, all of those movies are real jump scare heavy, which is fine. It's fun. It's, it's cheap thrills. But Annabelle.
You gotta get your cheap girls.
You gotta get
Hey,
a cheap
what do I
bill.
know?
Hey,
I'm
kid,
Beetlejuice.
I'm Beetlejuice. I'm fucking 4,000 years old.
But this
Your
Annabelle,
7-year-old daughter.
all of the Conjuring movies are based on real things.
Real event.
They're based on it. So like the Annabelle thing
Based on a doll.
is based on a ball.
A doll.
But it's based on a real Raggedy Ann doll that was believed to be possessed. And the Warrens, who are these paranormal
Real
experts and real people, were real people, they're no longer with us, were like collectors of these possessed items and had a museum and stuff like that. And one of the things was this Annabelle doll, which is like believed by them and by many people to be like the most possessed item that like is in existence, right? And I'll show you a picture of it, Gavin, in the Warrens. Do I have? Yeah. In the Warrens Museum, which apparently isn't open anymore. Like you can't go there after Lorraine Warren died. They closed the museum. So this is what it looks like in its display case. It's like
Warning,
a bigger
positively
doll.
do not.
Yeah. Positively do not. I think it's supposed to say do not touch. I don't know why. I don't know. But that's how it's displayed and how it's been displayed.
And our computers are haunted.
And our computers are haunted now. And it was funny because after I watched the Annabelle movie, because the Annabelle doll in the movies looks nothing like.
Yeah, I think it's like a ventriloquist doll, right?
Yeah, it's like a weird ventriloquist doll. But once I found out it was Raggedy Ann, there's been a Raggedy Ann doll sitting in my parents' house in this room for like years and years and years. And then after I watched that, because I was still living with my parents, I was like, fuck, I have to see that thing every night. It's just going to be staring at me. So that really creeped me out. But why am I talking about this Annabelle doll? There's this guy, or was this guy, Dan Riviera, who is a paranormal investigator who last week suddenly died in his hotel room while on tour to talk about paranormal investigating, and along with him he would bring out the Annabelle doll that he was like touring with. I'm assuming he was touring with other possessed items, but the main one was the Annabelle doll that he would bring out. So the story goes that he went back to his room because he wasn't feeling well, like right after the show, and suddenly passed away. You know, they get there to, the coroner gets there to come take him away. And they've all reported that the Annabelle, they have no idea where the Annabelle doll is.
Oh,
it
that's
wasn't
cool.
in his room. They don't know where it is. I think they still don't know where it is, but it wasn't in his room where it had been.
Where it was supposed to be.
Where it was supposed to be.
That's giving me chills.
It's
I'm not gonna lie, that's giving me chills. That's fucking
strange.
That's creepy.
And it's even more strange because I was reading into this, because the original story of Annabelle is like this mom gave it to her daughter before she went off to college in like England, because it kept saying my flatmate, and they had it at their apartment, and her roommate kept noticing weird things. And then like somewhere along the chain of events, like someone they knew closely like died suddenly, like again, like a similar thing, like I think was in possession of the doll and then suddenly died. And like, that's like the whole reason why this Annabelle doll is so creepy, is because of that original story that you can go read up on. Might even be a book about that too. I don't know. I would assume there is. There has to be, because
Yeah, probably.
Why
There's
would there not be?
1,000 doll books.
Yeah, 1,000 dolls. But it's just crazy that this happened. They still don't know where the doll is, and it's gonna be like a month or 3 before we find out how he died, what circumstances he died from. But it is really legitimately weird that they don't know where the doll is. Like, they keep saying that the doll wasn't in his room, but they never say like they still don't know where it is. Like I think they still don't know where it is, to my understanding.
Do you think that this is a promo activity, not to kill somebody?
That's the crazy part is that they just started releasing trailers and stuff for the new Conjuring movie that's coming out in September, at the beginning of September. So it's like this weird, and the Annabelle doll is in the trailer for the movie. So yeah, it's like what
They wouldn't kill somebody to promote a movie, right?
They wouldn't kill the guy who was in charge of transporting the doll, would they? So listen, is there any occurrence that the doll killed him? I mean, probably not. But is it crazy that this happened and they still don't know where the doll is? Because like, if I don't think anybody killed him because they said he wasn't feeling. I mean, but see, you never could have been poisoned or something. I don't know. I don't know anything. Listen, but it's crazy that he died suddenly at the. By the way, at the age
was he like 45 or something? He was young.
54.
Young,
Still,
yeah.
still
Young.
young. And that's younger. That's young to die suddenly.
Yeah.
Like Ozzy died suddenly at 75 or 6, and people were shocked. This guy is 54.
Yeah, 20 years younger than that.
Yeah, and they still don't know how he died. It's just crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, the thoughts run through my head, and I won't go too deep into them because this is a real person who has a family. Right. And he just died. But it's just so I read it early in the morning when I woke up and I was like, whoa, this is fucking wild. And I was reading into this. This is kind of a little funny, but every news article is reporting these same things. But we have 2 quotes from notable paranormal investigators, which, by the way, this might be a great time for us to reach out to our very own paranormal investigator. Our friend Dr.
The name that came to mind was Richard Linklater.
Dr. Richard Linklater, our own paranormal investigator. Let's find out what our paranormal investigator's name is. And I know it, I just don't want to say it yet.
Yeah, spoilers. Henry something, right?
Dr. Michael Henry.
Yeah, Dr. Michael Henry.
I was right.
Well, it
was 3 years. It was like 3 years.
It was almost. I would say it's more bordering. We're tinkering with like the 4-year mark here soon.
We are. Yeah, it was March of 2022. So it's okay it's okay that Gavin forgot his name. I knew it, but
I did get.
We should reach out. That's true. Yeah, more than I did. We should. This might be a good time to reach out to our boy, and be like, "What do you think? Maybe he knows something about the doll we don't." Just saying. It'd be a good time to reach out. So anyway, all of this happened, and there were some quotes from notable paranormal investigators. This first one is from Ghost Hunter star Jason Hawes, who addressed the Annabelle rumors. Recently, the world lost a good man. Dan Rivera, was an Army veteran, a father of 4, a husband, and someone who truly cared about people. What's even harder to see right now are the posts blaming his death on things like the Annabelle doll. This is like immediately after that paragraph. He's like right into about the Annabelle doll. And attacking places like ghostly images of Gettysburg tours and other locations for having events. That needs to stop. His family shouldn't have to read that kind of nonsense while they're grieving. I totally agree. Some people are using his passing to push agenda for profit, and it's just disgusting. Dan was a family man, a respected paranormal investigator, and he left the world way too soon. Let's focus on remembering Dan for who he was, not turning his death into some made-up bullshit story to get clicks or attention.
Good job, Carson.
What? Oh, what I'm doing?
We did just that, dude.
Oh, shit, and the thumbnail has it in there too, doesn't it? Just kidding. I'm not going to put that in the thumbnail. I did think about it, though. But then, Gavin, we got one more quote that I want to read to you from Ghost Adventures, because we just had Ghost Hunters. This is from Ghost Adventures star Zach Baggins, who's like he's the notable guy. He's like
probably
the
most
main
famous
guy.
ghost hunter.
He is, legitimately.
If you saw a picture of him, you'd be like, "Oh, that's the guy from Ghost Hunters."
Yeah, and he looks like Chris, like a magician.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
So Zach Baggins said in a statement to US Weekly, "My thoughts and prayers go to Rivera's family and friends. I can only speak to my," again, right after he says that, "I can only speak to my experiences with Annabelle. I did have the opportunity to investigate Annabelle when the owner brought her to my museum in 2017. I got very affected by her, and it kind of caused me to touch the doll." This is right after he's like, "My thoughts and prayers go out. The owner didn't."
Also, I touched the doll.
The owner didn't like that too much. It was a demonic infestation and severely affected me. And I was literally in the hospital the next day. It was a 2-month-long attachment and one of the worst experiences of my life. Right after he's like, my thoughts and prayers go out to the family. I touched the doll and I was fucked up for 2 months and it was the worst experience of my life. I just thought that was so funny because I think this Zach guy's like a big, like I bet him and the Ghost Hunters guy probably don't get along because I think the Zach Baggins guy is like clicks, views, money, stuff. And listen, I don't know the guy. I could be wrong. I'm just.
We got to get him on.
Yeah. Yes, we should.
We're a Ghost Hunters podcast. You know that, right?
Oh, we're big ghost guys. We're the ghost guys.
It takes all kinds of ghosts.
That's what the show stands for. But crazy, right? I mean, that's that story. It's crazy. This is one of those stories where we're gonna have to check in on it a little while later because I'm very curious, and it's just the fucking Conjuring movie's coming up too. That it will his cause of death will probably come out around the same time. The movie.
I hate it. I hate
that too. I hate that I said that. And rest in peace, the man. Honestly, R.I.P. But let's lighten the mood. One last story, Gavin.
I'll get this one.
You get this one. You take this away because you might even know a little more than I do.
Yeah. So I saw this picture. You're gonna see this picture.
Yeah. I'll get those pictures ready.
Of a Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Mr. Charles Entertainment
getting
Cheese.
arrested by a cop like on the way out. Carson, yeah, that's the picture I've seen. That's the picture right there. That's amazing. That's such a good photo. From ABC, one of our top favorite news channels.
Of course.
A Chuck E. Cheese's mascot has been arrested in Florida after a customer ratted him out as an alleged thief, police said.
Go take a bath.
ABC's having a little fun with it, you know. Who wrote this? Bill Hutchinson's having a little bit of fun.
Shout out to Bill.
A worker dressed in a Chuck E. Cheese costume at one of the kid-friendly pizza chains franchises in Tallahassee, Florida, was taken into custody Wednesday night on larceny charges and hauled out of the restaurant in handcuffs as children looked on, according to police and images of the incident that emerged on social media. Holy shit, they beheaded him. Holy fuck.
Off with his head. Take his head off. You stole debit cards. You're never getting them back.
The suspect, 41-year-old Jero Jones of Tallahassee, was dressed head to toe in a Chuck E. Cheese costume when police confronted him around 7:30 p.m. local time at a Chuck E. Cheese Northwest Tallahassee, according to an arrest report from the Tallahassee Police Department. Quote, I grabbed his right arm while giving the verbal instruction, Chucky, come with me, Chucky. Tallahassee police officer Jarrett Cruz wrote in the report. Cruz alleged that the man in the mascot costume initially resisted arrest. Charles Entertainment Cheese, please.
Charles?
Jones immediately started tensing up, locking both of his arms forward in front of his chest and attempted to pull away from my grip on his right arm, the officer wrote in the report.
Now imagine, you got to remember that he has the mask on this whole time.
He's fully costumed up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He started immediately tensing up. I gave the verbal commands to stop resisting. You are being detained. I'm just imagining like Friday evening, Monday evening, Wednesday evening.
And it's just this big smiling.
Yeah. And it's like,
rat.
You need to stop resisting. You are being detained. Whoop, whoop. Cruz and a backup officer reportedly asked the masked employee to, quote, not make a scene, according to the report. The officer said they, quote, exerted minor physical effort at placing Jones's arms behind his back. Still, Jones, in full mouse garb, was placed in double-locked handcuffs and escorted out of the restaurant to a marked patrol vehicle where police removed his oversized Chuck E. Cheese head and allegedly found his pants pocket a debit card that was reported stolen from a customer during a June 28th child's party at the restaurant.
They took him outside and led him to a big trap with a big slice of cheese on it.
And then they shot him in the fucking mouth.
Right in the head. Because he was too big for the trap.
Yes. They had enough of his I was thinking of a rat pun, his antics. Jones was arrested on felony charges of larceny of a debit card, possession of another person's identification without consent, and for allegedly using the stolen debit card 6 times. Police allege that Jones racked up charges on the stolen debit card, including purchasing items at a smoke shop, a meat market, and a Whataburger. God forbid a man wants to eat.
God forbid, yeah. God forbid he wants to eat.
On someone else's dime, but,
Well,
not quite a cool crime. Sorry, guys.
larceny's not cool, guys.
No, it's not.
Unless you're a big rat.
I was going to say, unless you're doing it from like a multi-billion-dollar company or something like that, that's fine.
They're going out of business, though, Chuck is, I think.
And they're having issues, I think.
I'm having issues.
Jones could not be reached for comment. He denied stealing the card when questioned by police and claimed the card was in his pocket because he had just found it and was about to turn it in to lost and found, according to the police report. We were aware of an incident involving a part-time employee arrested at our Tallahassee location on Wednesday, July 23rd. We've taken the appropriate action concerning the subject employee. The police have not reached out to us about this. Please contact the local Tallahassee Police Department for any questions, Chuck E. Cheese's company spokesperson said in a statement to ABC News. The victim of the debit card theft allegedly reportedly did her own detective work to identify the culprit and help the police set a trap for him.
What are you, American? Or what do you want to use? Cheddar?
Yeah, cheddar. Cheddar.
I'm gonna. All right. Who's still my master remote?
I wish I
The
could
victim
remember
told
any of
the
their
police.
songs.
Yeah. The victim told police that when she began noticing the strange charges on her card, she went to a meat market where the card was used and obtained security video footage that captured the person using it. And he was in full Chuck E. Cheese outfit the whole time. Yes, just like that. She immediately recognized the suspect as an employee of Chuck E. Cheese. The victim contacted the police and met them at the Chuck E. Cheese's restaurant. An officer entered the restaurant, confirmed Jones was there, and noted that the suspect, quote, gazed at me with wide eyes and squared his shoulders in a tense manner, according to police report. But if you're wearing a mascot, how you've got wide eyes anyway, right?
Well, so I think they even say it. They walked in and saw him, and then he was at the front, and then when he realized that they were there for him, he went back and got into the costume.
Okay, because I think that's what happens here. Yeah.
Yeah.
The officer briefly left the restaurant to tell the victim that Jones was working there, and the victim told the officer she wished to press charges. Cruz and another officer went back into the restaurant and questioned a female employee about Jones's whereabouts in the business. I asked the employee where the gentleman was that was previously at the front gate post and if he was the one in the mouse suit. Quote, she shook her head up and down, indicating yes.
Yeah.
And that is the end of the article.
It's hopeless. Chuck needs this new song today, and we've got nothing.
Come on, Munch. We can't give up.
Oh, come on, Munch. We can't give him nothing.
What are
We can't give him just a hand job.
No, what are we gonna do?
Hey, guys.
Oh shit! Terrifying.
Hi, Chucky.
How's the new song going?
It's going.
Yeah, boss. It's a real humdinger. Awesome. Tell me about it.
Awesome.
Well, it's
Get to the
the
song.
song title.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Take it, Jasper.
What?
Yeah.
Went outside 'cause the sun was shining. Munch?
Then
Munch?
went back
See a
That's a
munch?
chicken muncher.
'cause it was too hot.
Oh, it is the ticket muncher. Forgot.
Something happened that was really awesome.
So I asked.
You know, Jasper tried to give me a blowjob once in the Chuck E. Cheese bathroom. So it's a little traumatizing for me to watch that, if I'm being honest. What's your favorite Chuck E. Cheese game? Yeah.
The spider one that you stomped on him.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one.
I already knew that one off the top of my head. I loved fucking playing that game. That game was so goddamn fun.
I really liked skee ball, of course. Were you a skee ball boy?
Yeah. I was really bad at it, but I was like, skip ball.
Oh, yeah, of course. Nobody's good at it.
The tunnels on the ceiling.
I hated those. They
Those were
smelled like
fucking awesome.
urine.
They were great. 'Cause I piss in them.
I love pissing in those tunnels. My favorite game ended up being later on. It was like a ski game, but drop a token in, and it would go down a big like ramp and ramp off into like a wheel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then if you hit it, and like each wheel meant how many tickets you would get, and that one was really fun because it was just like those coin pusher games, but I think a little easier.
I know exactly what game it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that game. I just watched a video. Do you remember the like bike helicopter thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just watched a video.
You would pedal and it would go up.
Yeah, I never did it.
No, me neither. I don't think.
But I watched. There's a channel called Defunct Land that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should go check that out. And he just did a video like kind of breaking that down and like figuring out where it came from and stuff. And it's just a really fun watch. Because it's such a weird ride.
I watched a video in the last month of a girl who lives in Florida. It may have been this Tallahassee location. Who knows? But she was trying to see if Chuck E. Cheese is a good third place because like they're in a search for a third place. Like it's like online. It's like work and home are like the two places. And like it used to be that teenagers and like young adults could go hang out somewhere that wasn't involving alcohol and like could just like chill at a place without getting kicked out. But now those don't exist. The third place is like the internet and it sucks. So she was like, me and my friends are trying to find like a third place. So they went to like Chuck E. Cheese on like a Thursday afternoon and like no one was there.
Of course.
And so they're like, the pizza actually was really good.
That's what everybody says. It's either people love the pizza or hate it. I remember loving it as a kid. I mean, I haven't had it since. Although there was a Chuck E. Cheese near me. Is it closed now? I think it is closed. But there was a Chuck E. Cheese like fair. No, it is still there. Is it still open? It is still open. There's a Chuck E. Cheese. I could be at Chuck E. Cheese in 5 minutes. There is one very close to me. So I guess I go order a pizza pie and go pick it up. Go see how Jasper's doing that.
There's one actually not too far from me too, but it's probably a drive, but like
Let's do the next podcast live from Chuck E. Cheese. That wouldn't be.
Yeah, it's
weird.
like 13 miles away. Not too bad.
Huh.
I'll walk.
Mine's like less. Mine's like a mile away, maybe even less. So mine's closer. That's what I'm saying. Well, guys, we're gonna save thought of the week. You want to do a quick start? Do you have Star Wars trivia available? If not, we can wait on that. We been 2 weeks since we've done one, so I figured we might as well.
2372.
No updates on. I haven't seen any more of the movies. We gotta plan a Rogue One. Is that the name of the movie? We gotta plan a watch along for that soon because.
Who carried a gaffy stick given to him by grateful Tusken Raiders after he killed a giant womp rat that had taken over their clan cave? Bib Fortuna, Dosk Malakili, or Boba Fett?
I'm gonna say Boba Fett because I don't know.
Incorrect. It was Malakili.
I don't even know who the fuck that is. Malakili?
Yes.
I'm looking them up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Who the fuck is that?
Malakili. Malakili.
Who is this?
It's come on, man.
Is that Daniel Quaid?
It's
I remember.
It's the guy who.
And
he's the guy who like owned. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he doesn't he cry?
He cries.
He cries when the Rancor monster dies.
Yeah, he literally like cries like the most stereotypical cry. It's great.
Of course, they sell an action figure for him.
Oh, I had him.
You had a Malakili action figure? That's pretty cool. Damn, I should buy one. They're pretty cheap. Oh, this one's sold. Never mind.
Yeah, we had one. Absolutely did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen this one a million times.
I want that action figure, and I want the other guy I really like, whose name I can't remember.
We have that one, so I can go do some digging whenever I go home.
I'll take it. I love Star Wars. Guys, final segment, moving on to What You Listening To, a segment we do every single week, which, by the way, I did a little pop quiz with our guest hosts.
Yeah, I heard that.
You got to that?
I got to that. They did not know what it was called.
But two of them, Spencer and Sean, immediately jumped to Next Door Drama, which wasn't a
bad.
Wasn't
guess.
wasn't a bad guess. That was nice to know that they at least remembered that. I mean, that's our famous segment. Which, by the way, I mean, we're still getting rave reviews from Paul Scheer and Rob Hubel just the other day about how much they enjoyed doing that on Dark Web, which you can go watch that now if you want. Not even joking, they brought it up. So people love that segment. Tim liked it. Everybody likes it. Just saying. We haven't done one in like a month, but I do want to. We are going to do one soon, I promise. Gavin, this is a segment we do where we recommend something we've been listening to in the past week, album, artist, whatever. Gavin, what have you been listening to?
I've been listening to Tyler, the Creator's new album, Don't Tap the Glass, but I'm going to show you this song that was supposed to be a leak.
Don't tap the glass. Don't tap the glass. Don't tap the glass.
Was this like a thing that he leaked?
Don't tap the
No.
glass.
Sorry.
Don't tap the glass. Don't tap the glass.
Sounds like Tyler, yeah.
It's AI generated too. Like
Don't tap the glass.
this just sounds like fucking Avicii, dude.
Yeah. Or like, what was I thinking of?
Don't tap the glass.
Don't tap the glass.
Don't tap the glass.
I
Don't
wish
tap
that
the
made it to
glass.
the album.
Me too. He might reference it in the next one, but that is
Don't tap the glass.
it's a really good album. I actually do enjoy it quite a bit. I mean, I'm a white guy from the Midwest. Of course, I like it.
I need to give it another shot.
But I don't know. It's great music to walk to. And I've listened to it on my way into work and on my way out of work. And there's a couple very catchy songs on this album. I mean, I think if there's one thing that, if the music thing ends up falling apart, Tyler, Creator can absolutely go into commercial music.
Yeah.
Like he could really make some really fucking good jingles.
Yeah.
Because I think it's also a very much like he definitely only had like a synthesizer he was playing with again in this one.
That's cool.
So,
I'm always down for that. Yeah, it's kind of fun that he released something new, and his like new kind of look thing is very funny. I can't do the lore and who's this new guy? He's this new Tyler Creator character. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about that, to be honest with you. It's mostly just
and I shouldn't care about it either. But it just, I don't know. I see that and I'm like, it just kind of becomes a little bit of a turnoff for me. I mean, I know I'm a Sleep Token fan and I shouldn't be turned off by things like that as much as I do because of that. But I don't know. It's fun. I think it's fun. It's just, I mean, it's fun. It's perfectly fine.
It's fine. But there's a song in here where I think it's almost like a diss track or in here where he's kind of like dissing like the media and like his portrayal, but I don't know if it's the character. I don't know if it's Tyler. I don't fucking know.
Is he dissing podcasters again?
That would be okay.
He does. I think the way he does that.
Yeah, I think he does a really good job of it because I think he was criticizing the media because like they were saying he lists off all the things they were saying about him. He's like, you say I don't know this, you say I don't do this, you say I can't do this, you say I.
He does. He's done that.
He does a good job.
He does that a lot.
There's a couple songs in there where it's really good. So, don't tap the glass. Don't tap the glass.
I think. Well, never mind.
Don't tap the glass. Don't tap.
I was gonna say I think I'd rather listen to that AI song than the album, which I'm kidding. I'm completely kidding. I am also listening to a brand new.
Don't tap the glass by Tyler, the Creator.
Glass. I'm also listening to a brand new hip hop rap album, but this one being Alfredo 2 from Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. I am a massive fan of The Alchemist. Anything he does is amazing. He's got multiple albums that are in my like top 10 favorite rap hip hop albums of all time. And the original Alfredo, which came out in 2020, is a fucking banger. It's top. It's either 2 or 3 on my like top 3 favorite Alchemist albums. First one being Bo Jackson with Boldy James. And I think probably Alfredo comes right after that. It's so good. It's almost a perfect album, I would say. But it's something that I throw on all the time. So I was stoked to find out that they were releasing an Alfredo 2, because I was like, I don't even know what this is going to be. Are they literally going to be like redoing these songs from just 5 years ago? I didn't know what it was going to be. It's a full new album with Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. Not obviously, but to me, not even anywhere near as good as Alfredo. It's still really good. It's just not like banger after banger. It's like a few good songs and a few like, okay, this is fine. It's perfectly fine. None of it's bad. It's just like, to me, not as good as the original. My favorites off of it are Lemon Pepper Steppers and Ensalada featuring Anderson .Paak. That song is...
I like Anderson .Paak a lot.
That song is really good. You would really like that song.
Anything that Anderson .Paak touches goes to gold, turns to gold. And anything that who is it? Fucking Danny
Brown?
Yeah, Danny Brown.
Oh yeah, Danny Brown's great. Danny Brown's so funny.
Yeah, those two guys can literally be put on any project and it will be miles better.
I agree. The Danny Brown, like Anderson .Paak is a little new to me. Like I haven't listened to him a lot. He's just kind of like more someone who's shown up on like features that I listen to. I'm sure I would love his stuff. But Danny Brown, yeah, like anytime Danny Brown's featured on a song, it's like so good.
It just elevates the song so much.
He's so funny, but he's also so good, and like
he's so like
he's got a voice where it's and he's got a voice where it's like you either fucking love it or you're like, oh my god, that's horrible.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard. Like, yeah,
like, and I love the guy. I have so much respect for him, and I love it too. It kind of reminds me of who I like toured with or played a few shows with, Knocked Loose. Lead singer Brian Garris' voice. It's like the same thing. It's like you either love that
like
sound or you hate it.
Or you fucking hate it.
But most people love it because they're fucking huge. That's it though. Wrapping it up. Two speaking of rap, two rap albums for you.
Well, everybody, thanks for listening to Takes All Kinds Podcast, episode 226. Keep watching, keep listening, keep doing this, whatever you do to our episodes, and keep reviewing and listening and saying hi and stopping by and everything else. Right, Carson?
Yeah.
See you guys next week, and then the week after, we'll see you on Tuesday. Okay?
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.